Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm Larry Roberts, and this is another episode of the Readily Random Podcast.
Hey, you could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Hey guys, I've been telling you about this guest that I'm trying to get on now for a couple of weeks, and I just did a Facebook Live, just in case you didn't know that, Mr. Ray. I'm going to tell you now, I did a Facebook Live promoting the episode for Marty Ray. As I mentioned in the Facebook Live today and yesterday, it seemed to me, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure, that the Marty Ray Project kind of burst onto the scene about 2 years ago when his Ice Ice Baby track kind of broke mainstream or kind of went viral, whatever you want to call it there. And, it was great. I loved it then. But then the momentum seemed to have slipped away just a little bit. And then here recently, boom, he's back. And with that, it allowed me to go back and listen to some of the Marty Ray Project, some of the other songs that you have out there. He's got some Hootie songs, or a Hootie song that I've stumbled on. Lots of original stuff, too, and in a variety of different genres. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Marty Ray of the Marty Ray Project.
What's going on? Yeah, no, it was actually, I think that was actually closer to 3 years ago that I first released Ice Ice Baby because I first released it on my personal profile on Facebook, and then I later released it on my page and then on YouTube. So I think it was a while before I released it on the other ones, but that it actually all started. I started gaining attention way before then. It was a song I did. It was a cover. It wasn't a cover. It was a parody of a song called "All About That Bass." I did a song called "All About That Beard."
Yes,
and that song blew up. I really overnight, and it got 1 million views in one day in the first day, and then just continued to go up. And then there was people, the Lad Bible interviewed me, just several interviews for people in different countries and in the U.S. And it was really crazy. And then I had success with other videos after that. And then at 3:00 in the morning one night, I said I hadn't posted a video in a while, so I figured I would post the way that I've been playing Ice Ice Baby for a long time. And I said, if you like it, good. If you don't, no, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
And posted it at like 3:00 in the morning. And so I didn't expect it to do what it did because it was such an old song. But I guess I underestimated the power of, one of the most popular hip hop songs in the world.
It
ever.
has to be. Yeah, of course, man. Especially if you're a kid from the 90s like myself. I was just talking about a minute ago on Facebook how, dude, if that song came on at the club, everybody just stopped. And I didn't mean to collaborate and listen there, but we literally stopped and just hit the dance floor. And that's all it was, for 3.5 minutes straight. It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was. I was born in '82, so I remember the song actually came out in '89, and the '90s when it blew up, and I definitely remember that. And I was a fan of the song, still love the song.
Sure.
And, it's still people think like that recent video that went viral. It's got people continue to steal the video, right? So it's went viral several times. The Ice Ice Baby video. It's just people. My fans don't know it every time because I don't post the video every time just because it goes viral. But this one in particular is at now like 15.9 million, I believe. And it was a page called, I don't know, just a small page called Who Rates or something, and they I think they only had like 40-something thousand likes on their page, and they took my video, which, they stole it, but I don't care if they steal the video as long as they tag me, you know what I mean? If you
sure.
Post my videos, go do it. But because other pages do it and they don't even tag you, you know what I mean? They take, and not just that one, they take all, my videos have been used quite a bit, to be honest with you. Like Simple Man's been used quite a bit. And then some people just take the music off and put it on a video and then they don't even tag me. And that's like the most disrespectful thing you can do, because how hard is it to tag somebody?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But anyway, this video went viral, and they're the ones. I didn't want anybody to think that I'm the one that put the caption on it that says, "This is the way that Ice Ice Baby should have been," because that wasn't me. That was them that did that. I just shared their video, and because I like both, even still, like I like both versions. So.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, they both have their place, and I mean, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't have a Vanilla Ice playlist on my Spotify account. I mean, I definitely do.
Well, there you go.
I can't let it go. I can't let it go. I graduated high school in '89, so with it coming out in I'm sorry, I said '89, '90. With the song coming out in '89, it was just right there, that senior year, and then at the club, the post high school years right there for the 1 or 2 years after the fact, or 10 if you're me. I just love it.
You was killing the club scene back then, huh?
Well, I thought I was. I lived in a small town called Denison, Texas, of about 40,000 people, and well, I mean, I don't want to make myself seem more than I am, but I kind of used to run the club. I mean, I don't know. I'd walk in and there's Larry right there. So no, it's funny because go ahead.
Vanilla Ice is from Rob is from Texas.
He is. And he's from Plano, and he had a boat on Lake Texoma, which Denison, Texas was home actually to his boat. There, the marina, I believe it was at Grandpappy Point, if I recall correctly. And his boat was out there, and Dennis Rodman's boat was out there. There were several celebrities from the area that had rather large party barges out there.
I know. Y'all really did get down, huh?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. We got the largest man-made lake in the country. Shoot, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, it's definitely.
I'm about to make a trip.
Well, come on out, man. I'll show you around. Now, I don't know if I can get a hold of Rob there. Now, I think you two are probably better friends because I saw you actually in a picture. I'm assuming working on the song with him there. I don't know where you were, but he was sitting right there with you. So that had to be a cool experience, right?
Yeah, it was super cool. I mean, when you grow up listening to this song, and you know every word to it, as a teenager, you never think, hey, one day I'm going to play a show with this guy. You know what I mean? You don't think that, but that's exactly what happened. There's actually a video of he and I doing my version of Ice Ice Baby on his show. I mean, his first, I believe it was their first concert for the I Love the 90s tour that he headlined, that he's still headlining, I believe. And he invited me out to Miami. I believe it was about 4 months after I had released the song, and he said, "Come out. We'd love to have you come do this thing." He said that they're gonna love it when you get here. And I was like, "All right, let's do it." So we came out and ended up getting to see a lot of other big time people from my days in the 90s. Like Salt and Pepper was there.
Oh yeah.
Color Me Bad was there, and they're all like backstage and whatnot. I would have liked to have seen Coolio. That would have been cool because I actually did a cover of his song too, "Gangsta's Paradise." That would have been cool, but he wasn't there on that one.
Oh, so he's usually touring with them.
So what now?
I said, so he's usually touring with them.
Well, no, he is now. Like I think he's done a couple of shows now with them. So I think they just mix it up. I think Rob is the headliner no matter what, I believe. And then they mix up the other artists from the 90s in there.
Well, now, a lot of folks aren't, as close to him as you are, and you keep referring to Vanilla Ice as Rob. Am I correct?
Yeah, his name's Rob Van Winkle.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't actually, I can't say I knew that either when he called me. It was just, it was very peculiar. It was just, you get a phone call and somebody messaged me that claimed they were Vanilla Ice's friend, or claimed they were his best friend.
Okay.
And they said, "I sent him your video. He wants to talk to you," or something, right? So, and that was, or they said, "I sent him your video, and I think y'all should do something together," something like that. And they said, "What's your number?" And that was immediately when I released the video. That was when it first went viral. At the time, I think it had like 3 million views or something. And it ended up getting, collectively, on all the pages that stole it and posted it, collectively it ended up getting close to 50 million views when I first posted it, which was crazy. Wow. But anyway, so I gave him my number. I was like, "Yeah, hey, if you know him, because it's worth a shot. You know what I mean? If this person is not lying and they really know him. So I gave him the number, and it was about 4 months later. I'd already forgotten about it because I never really put I took it with a grain of salt anyway. So, but then one day I get a phone call, and I said hello, of course, like you do when you answer the phone. And he said, "Hey, Marty Ray, what's up?" Like that, you know. And I was like, "What's up, man? Who's this?" And he said, "This is Rob." I said, "Rob who?" He said, "Rob Van Winkle." I said, "Okay, how can I help you?" And then he's like, "It's Vanilla Ice." I was like, "Yeah, right." He's like, "Yeah, right, dude." He's like, "No, I'm serious. I seen your cover of." Are you kidding me right now? This is really Vanilla Ice. He's like, "Yeah." He said, "I want to bring you out to I Love the '90s tour and do the song with us on the show in Miami." And I said, "Well, I'm there."
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, who would turn that down, right?
So did he have to rap for you or something before you go, "It really is you"? Okay, I believe you.
No, he did. Yeah, I should have. What was your, favorite comic book growing up? Like, I do know that. I do know that he was big into. I definitely knew that. Like, his favorite comic book or whatever was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, like, I knew that much about him because of the movie.
Of course.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie where he did the Go Ninja Go.
Of course, yes.
Song in that, which was my second favorite song by him. So.
Man, that is just. I'm honestly, I'm sitting here, and I'm not even exaggerating. I'm somewhat chilled up on my forearms just thinking about the opportunity you had to hang out with one of my, I'll say childhood. I was a teenager, obviously, but one of my late teen idols. I mean, I probably would. Here's just to put it in perspective for you. Remember the boxer Tommy Morrison?
Yeah, from Rocky.
From Rocky 5, right? Horrible movie, but
actually, I like the movie. It gets a lot of bad rap, a lot of bad press. I like the movie. I like all the Rockies, to be honest with you.
Okay, good. I can be honest too, because I kind of like it.
Yeah, exactly. I think people say that they don't like it because the critics said they didn't like it. You know what I mean? But I've always enjoyed it. Like, I didn't. I mean, it's not as good. I'm not going to sit here and say it's as good as the others, but I enjoy the movie. If it comes on, I'll watch it right now.
Tell me right now.
When we get off here, I'm going to go watch it.
Tell me you didn't get just a little chilled up when he said, "You knocked him down. Won't you try knocking me down?"
Oh, of course.
It's like, yes.
There's so many. The phrases from all the Rocky movies are legendary.
They are,
you know what I mean?
Almost definitely. But anyways, I digress. So I love Tommy Morrison as the boxer before he was ever in a Rocky movie. And this was post his career got derailed because supposedly he tested positive for a really bad disease. And anyways, he just kind of fell off the map. Well, I'm somewhat involved, or I was at the time involved in the fight scene to a certain extent. And I went up to Oklahoma to corner a fighter, and he was there cornering fighters himself. And regardless of what had happened, I didn't care. I just knew this was Tommy Morrison. And so after the fights are over, I'm playing it cool while I got to do business. I got a corner fighter, so I can't go all fanboy. But after the show,
right,
he's walking across the arena there, and I'm walking towards him. My eyes are just the size of plates. And I walk up to him. I said, "Mr. Morrison, I am your number one fan. Do you mind if I get a picture?" I mean, I just started Drew. I'm your number one fan. And
he probably had never heard that, to be honest with you. I don't think he was too. He didn't win a belt or anything, did he?
I think he won the WBO. So, I mean, but back then the WBO didn't really mean anything. But I'm pretty confident he had that lower ranking belt. But, I mean, he had some great knockouts in the lower level pro circuit, and then obviously he got crushed. I think it was by Ray Mercer. Just put him in a different universe. But it was
from Texas or something?
What's that?
Is Tommy Morrison from Texas or something?
I don't know if he's from Texas or not.
Oh, I've never heard anybody say that their favorite boxer was Tommy Morrison.
Well, here's the thing, and maybe that's because being involved in the fight scene. I mean, I watched Tuesday night fights on USA. Back then, Tuesday night boxing matches came on USA, and I would see all the new pros coming up through the circuit, and I'd be like, man, that guy Chris Bird was another big one. I don't know if you heard of Chris Bird, but he ended up making a small name for himself in the high level pros. But Tommy Morrison, I saw him there first on Tuesday Night Fights on USA. And he started getting on some HBO cards, and he beat George Foreman. And, I mean, granted, George was past his prime, but he and George Foreman fought, and he beat George Foreman. And, like I say, Ray Mercer, though, we thought he was going to beat Ray Mercer, too, and Ray Mercer just kind of murked him.
See, I didn't even know he was a real boxer before the movie. I thought he was an actor, and then he got on Rocky, and then because of that, that inspired him to become a boxer. That's what I really thought.
Oh wow! No, it's the reverse. It's the reverse there. So that's pretty funny.
It makes more sense that way, to be honest with you. Why not use a real boxer in a boxing movie?
Well, that's why his acting was so bad too. You know, I mean, if there's bad scenes in that movie, they're starring Tommy Morrison right there. So
exactly, that's true. Yeah, his acting wasn't the best.
Not quite.
I still love the movie.
Oh, I do too. You know, and like I said, I can be honest now because I don't want you. You're not going to judge me. You've already admitted it. So.
Yeah, that's right. I can't say much now at that point.
So, man, it surprises me because I don't know a lot about the music industry, but Vanilla Rob was very complimentary of the fact that you had covered his song. Now, was there no like royalty issues there or any animosities there because rumor has it, you know, he was hung off a balcony or once or twice in his life by, you know, somebody. So
yeah, it wasn't true though.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't true? I don't know. That's why I say rumors. Now, I don't know.
That's not true. Suge Knight tried to. You know, he tried to say that was true, but that didn't happen. But he did. I mean, Rob I'm sure will admit that he did. Well, he was scared of Suge Knight. I mean, here's a freaking gangster.
Yeah, who wouldn't be
acting like he's about to kill you? So Rob did sign the paper that he forced him to sign. You know, but he didn't hang him over a balcony and whatnot. That was a grandiose story that Suge, I'm sure, orchestrated for his Death Row Records brand so that it could make him look like they were straight thugs or whatever, you know, whatever they wanted to, whatever the saying was for that time, gangster. Whatever.
Right. So,
but it didn't happen.
Well, I'm glad you got that cleared up for me because I didn't know all these years, you know. But how did that work out for you? I mean, he called you and said, "Man, you're great. Come be on my show." Instead of going, "Man, you're good and all, but you're going to hear from my lawyer."
Yeah, no, I mean, well, there's really nothing that, I mean, as long as any monetary gain that I'm making, he gets a cut, right?
Okay.
So on YouTube, on Facebook, there is no monetization. So all that's doing is helping him sell more records. If people hear my version and it sparks a memory in their mind, and they say, you know what, I remember that song. I'm going to go buy it, or I'm going to go listen to it on YouTube or whatever.
Sure.
That helps him out. That's what covers do. They help the original to get bigger than what they already are. But on YouTube, there's monetization. So whatever money's made, he gets a part of the publishing from whatever I make off that video. So he gets a part anyway.
Okay.
And then as far as musically, it's my music, right? So nobody gets the music but me. It's just his lyrics.
Okay.
I'm not using like David Bowie's Under Pressure, right? I'm not using any of that or any of the producer that produced on top of that sample. I'm not using any of that. I played my own music to his lyrics. So all I owe for is the lyrics, you know.
I got you.
So it really, which is what I do with all the songs that I do. It's my interpretation musically and melodically of their song, and it's really not doing that on purpose. I hear it a certain way in my head acoustically, and I say I'm going to do it like this, you know, and that's what happens. But as far as money wise, he was honored by it. He even said in the live video where we were on stage together, people can go watch that and see. He says that this is the best version I've ever heard. That's what he said.
Wow.
Which I was completely honored by. I was like, wow. Like, you saying you like this better than your own? Like that, because that's special right there, if that's what you're saying. Like, I don't know if it slipped out or what, but he said that on the video in front of his fans, and I was like, that's just like blowing my mind. You know what I mean? Right now.
See, I'm such an idiot. I'd have had to stop him and go, no, let's just clarify. You're saying, you're saying
my song is better than yours.
Say it right now. I want all these people to hear it. Say it right now. So, man, do you have any, now, I know you do a lot of covers. Now, I listened to probably, I don't know, there's a playlist out there on YouTube, and there's probably 15 to 20 songs that are on the playlist. One of them is like Ranger, which is a nice blues tune, right? And then you've got a country song that I believe had a Spanish name, if I recall. But are those original?
A Spanish name?
I want to say it was Spanish. I'd have to look it up again, but it may not have been Spanish. And with you questioning,
I don't think so. It might be that's a different Marty Ray, maybe.
No, well, I'm not saying no to that. I'm saying it was definitely on your playlist. But anyways, you have these different genres of songs. Are they all covers, or you have some original work in there too?
I definitely write songs. I mean, that's the only reason I even do covers, really.
I got you.
Is to draw people's attention to my covers, to my originals. I have 2 original albums in every digital store there is, and a brand new digital album coming out. I mean, a brand new album coming out in September. So I have, of course, I'm going to write. So what I do is I write songs. Yes, The Ranger is my song. That's off my new album. That's one of the singles off my new album. There's also a song that's out, another single that's called Set It Off. Believe it or not, it's an electronic dance song. And that's one of the singles off my new album. So those 2 songs are those are singles off my new album that's coming in September.
I actually heard Set It Off, I think day before yesterday when I was looking through some stuff, and I was like, is that what? Because it's such a different genre that I had to double check and see what it was all about.
Yeah, that's the way I am. That's why I won't sign a record label. I don't like even the last album, Expression Not Perfection. It's just a vast array of different genres because I don't write in one genre. I might write a country song, then I want to write a blues song, then I want to write a rock song, maybe even a rap song.
Sure.
Or whatever. I don't want to be put in a creative box because some label says you need to pick a genre and stick to it. Well, why do I have to do that?
Right.
I shouldn't have to do that. Like if I was signed with a label, I couldn't have done Ice Ice Baby the way that I did it unless I was considered reggae or something. You know what I mean? Or pop, or I don't know, whatever. I couldn't be a blues artist maybe, I guess, or something, and say, or even a country, especially country, which people, a lot of times they always say, I mean, this never fails. On every YouTube video I post, I'll have at least one comment that says, "Hey, I like how you made this country." And I'm like, this is the furthest thing from country music that I've ever heard in my life. And you're only saying that because I have a beard. That's the only reason you're saying that this is country. But whatever. I'm like, whatever. As long as you enjoyed it, that's all that matters.
Right.
But I get that every time. And I know that it's because I know country music. Trust me.
Sure.
I grew up, my mother and father, that's all they listened to was country music and a little bit of Chicago. So I know country music, you know what I mean?
A little bit of Chicago.
And what I do is not country unless it's a country song. You know what I mean? Like I do have some country music. I have some country songs on my last album that I wrote that are country. That's what they are. But just because I have a beard doesn't mean that every song I sing is a country song. You know what I mean?
Sure. Now I got to apologize for the rude sound that interrupted us here. I was actually going on your page there on YouTube, and silly commercial jumped in there and interrupted us twice. So I apologize for that. I didn't
even hear it. So
you didn't hear it? Well, then perfect. It didn't even happen.
Yeah.
So
I was just all in my head right there speaking. So
that's good because
I'm pretty focused on myself when I talk.
That's awesome because man, I was like, oh my god, he's on a roll, and now I just interrupted him. How rude! That sounds so unprofessional. But if you didn't hear it, great. But I cannot.
Yeah, you just cut that part out. You just cut all that what you just said out of the interview. And you won't even. Nobody ever even know.
In all fairness, I'm just an upfront and honest guy. I am who I am, and hopefully that helps people listen even more. So. I can't find that song that I thought was in Spanish because probably it does not exist. But anyway,
it doesn't. We're probably maybe you've seen. Oh, I know what. Maybe do you follow me on Instagram?
No, I don't think I do. I'm not a big Instagrammer, so I wouldn't.
If you did, then I did do a little short cover of Despacito.
No, it was definitely on YouTube. It was definitely YouTube that I thought I saw this, and again, I can't find it, so I'm not even going to embarrass myself any further.
Yeah. Now you got me interested. I'm going to type something. I'm just gonna type Marty Ray on YouTube and try to find a Spanish song by some guy named Marty Ray.
I like how I said I'm not going to embarrass myself any further, and you go, yeah, that'd be a good idea, buddy.
Yeah. Now you might want to shut your mouth now. Well, matter of fact, we might want to just end the interview right now.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Hey, so tell me this: you've got a beard, obviously. If anybody's seen you, they know you have a beard, and honestly, I think we've kind of seen it grow over the past 3 years. But it's all because you own a beard product company, or are you
No, people think that. They just sponsor me. We're kind of partners. The owner of Beardalizer is the name of the company. So If you have a beard, I'm not saying it's just because I'm sponsored by them. They really do have the best beard products for your beard. They're the only company that really has a lab that tests products and real type scientist type people in there making beard oil and whatnot. But anyway, the owner was at the Ice Baby show in Miami, and he saw the show and he came to me at the after party and he said, "I love your beard. Let's talk about working together." And I had already had tons of beard companies reaching out to me, beard product companies reaching out to me wanting this and that. And I just kept blowing them off. I kind of blew him off as well. I was like, yeah, we'll talk about it. And lo and behold, he called me later on and he said, "Have you thought about because I got his number and I did give him my number. And he said, "Have you thought about the sponsorship? I think we can really do some cool stuff." And I said, "Well, let me call you." And he texted me and I said, "Let me call you and we'll discuss it." So it ended up being a blessing from God for sure, because he helped me in doing some things that I couldn't have done, without his assistance. So it's a great company and they love music, but I do not own it. People think that because I'm so good at promoting it. They think that I am Beardalizer, so which is fine. I guess it just means I'm doing my job, I guess.
Well, and two, it doesn't take a whole lot of creativity to look at their logo and look at Marty Ray and go, "I can see it."
Right, and the funny thing is they had that logo before me, and it looks it's like headphones on a bearded guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And which is because the owner is music is his life. You know what I mean? He loves music. He has seen more concerts than anybody in the world, I believe, probably.
Wow.
It's insane.
I thought my wife had that designation because she was quite the concert junkie when I met her.
Well, he's seen Prince 7 times. He's seen Michael Jackson 5 times. He travels all over the world going to concerts.
Yeah, he wins.
While he's doing business. So
that's amazing.
He loves it.
To love music
really
that much
amazing.
And to be able to see it in all those venues. I mean, there's got to be some really unique venues in Europe or Japan or Australia or wherever you may be. You're there doing business, and now you get to go experience their venues and see some of your favorite music. That's got to be awesome.
Yeah, it truly is awesome. I consider him like a family member now. It's he actually came to show you how much he loves music and how much he loves me. He actually bought tickets to a band that I've been into recently, which was 21 Pilots. They came to Memphis, where I'm at. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I'm in Memphis.
Okay.
And he bought tickets to the FedEx Forum for both of my little brothers and me and him to go to that concert. And he flew down here and went to that concert with me.
Wow. Now, just in case we want to research it, you said, and it's just a battle of accents here because I'm in Texas and you're there. You said pilots or pallets?
21 Pilots.
Pilots. Flying. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know if it was a shipping.
You not heard of 21 Pilots?
I got to be honest. I'm 45, and I'm not real hip to the scene, if you know what I mean.
Are you a comic book fan?
I am, of course.
Did you watch the movie Suicide Squad?
Of course I did.
Did you hear the song that goes, "All my friends are heathens, take it slow"?
Of course I did.
That's 21 Pilots.
I would like to see them myself. So
they're phenomenal. You would not regret it. Nobody. I mean, I have no reason to promote these people.
Wow.
But their show is unbelievable. Like live, it's just insane.
Here's how much I would.
But anyway,
I did
a parody of that Heathen song.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for Beardalizer. I'm shocked you haven't seen that.
I'll have to dig that up.
That has like 3 million views on Facebook, and like I don't know how many. They might be at 2 million on YouTube or something. But yeah, like it's called "All My Friends Are Bearded."
I can't believe I haven't heard that too.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
I'll definitely check that out.
Look it up.
You know, I was going to tell you that I would love to see them, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm sitting in my studio that is at the house, and it's a real studio, by the way. It's soundproofed in the whole 9 yards. I'm really big into this thing. And if you look, my whole studio is covered in Bat and Joker paraphernalia. I've got life-size Batman. I've got Jokers coming out of the wall. I've got crazy stuff going on in here. So they would be awesome to see.
Yeah, you would thoroughly enjoy their show. I believe you would enjoy their music. But if you like the song Heathens, which I don't know who doesn't like that song. That's a really phenomenal song. So
sure.
But yeah, and then so the real question is, what did you think about Suicide Squad?
It didn't really live up to my expectations. A lot of it was really good.
I didn't like it at all. So.
Well, I was going to say that a lot of it was really good, and I personally have no problem with Jared Leto as the Joker, although I have no Jared Leto Joker memorabilia in my studio. I thought he did all right, but we're really pushing the envelope with the whole craziness thing, right? But as far as having the witch doctor chick be, that was it was too much. Give me somebody that's really strong or something. Give me somebody that's really awesome that they really got to fight, not some mystical being, and that was a huge letdown.
Forget about demons and whatnot. We don't want to see that crap anymore. If you want to see that, you go watch a horror film.
Right. I want to see some, karate going back and forth and some weapon usage and some fancy gadgets and grappling guns and swords and all that fun stuff. Yeah,
like I want to see a building smash because of power, or like Hulk smashing a sidewalk or something. I know he's Marvel, but I'm just saying, like, I've always been a fan of Hulk movies because of the just the massive power, and then the beast that he has to fight.
Sure.
That are the same strength as him and whatnot. Anyway, but I do like Batman. But
we're doing a little psycho evaluation today of the Marty Ray Project.
We really are. Like, you're getting to know. I wish I was Hulk. I'm getting to see the inside of my brain.
We're going to see the inside of his beard tonight, folks. And
yeah, there you go. And behind the beard.
Behind the beard. That's awesome. There's a show. You and I should start that show. I don't think it exists.
It probably, I wouldn't know why it would exist other than for me.
Behind the beard with the Marty Ray Project. I love it, man. Well, Marty Ray, I think we've covered a lot today, honestly, in the short amount of time. I generally don't like to keep folks too long because I have the utmost respect for your time and the fact that you've taken your time out of your busy schedule to spend 30, 40 minutes with me today. And before we go, though, I just wanted to see, you had said something about an album dropping in September. Do you want to bring us back up to speed on that, where we'll be able to get it? Do you have a title for it yet, that sort of thing, so we know what to look for?
I do. It'll be Marty Ray Project, of course, and the title of the album is Mixed Emotions, fittingly.
Okay.
And my other albums are available now in any digital store, and even on my store. My online store, if you want CD physical copies, you can go to martyrayproject.com and you can purchase that and any kind of Marty Ray Project merch, and you can be a little projector running around in the world for me, and I appreciate and love the mess out of you for it. I promise.
Oh, I dig that. So you're a projector.
No, the people that.
Well, that's what I mean. Yes, your fans.
Our fans are projectors.
Yes.
Yep.
Instead of Hulkamanias,
that's what I call.
They're projectors.
That's what I call my fans.
I dig it,
I'm about to make some T-shirts that say projectors on it, or projector.
Well, I got to have one of those. I mean, the fact that I've had you on my show should get me dibs on one is what I'm thinking.
I'm going to send you one as soon as I make them.
That'd be awesome, man. I would love to have one. And
you got to wear it every day, though.
Well, I don't know about every day, and I do have a goatee and sometimes a beard. I have scruff all the time and, a nice full goatee most of the time. So, not most of the time. My wife won't even allow me to not have facial hair.
I don't blame her.
Well, she's never seen me without it up until, man, we've been married 16 years as of last Saturday. And I think, man, we were a good 5+ years in before I just spontaneously one day, without even telling her I was going to do it, just took it all off. And I thought she was going to cry.
Wow.
Literally. I thought, who are you? I don't like this.
Yeah, it's like when a baby sees their father for the first time
Exactly.
shaving, they're terrified.
So
you terrified her is what you did.
I did.
So now.
Needless to say, I've never done that again, and I never will. So I'm a projector as well, sir.
There you go. Well, projector doesn't mean you have a beard. I got tons of fans that are clean face and women and children, and
yeah.
I have fans all over. They're all my projectors, and I love them to death. I really do. So whoever's listening to this, if you're a fan of the Marty Ray Project, I'm truly grateful, and I love you, and God bless you for helping a man stay independent.
Man,
it means the world to me.
That's phenomenal, and having the opportunity to do something that you love is just great. So many people don't have that opportunity in their lives, and to be blessed with that opportunity is something to really, really cherish. And I'm jealous, so I just thought I'd tell you that.
I encourage. Well, you're doing what you love. This show, you love this show.
I do. I love this show. This is one of the favorite things I do ever. Is this show right here? So, Marty Ray of the Marty Ray Project. Thank you very much, sir, for the time you've taken spent with us today.
Thank you, my man.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.